Yo, we good. Welcome to yet another episode of Proverbs of Profit with myself, Uma Kumete, where we speak all things money, business, financial literacy. Yeah, well, today we're going to be speaking to the co-founder and owner of a Prepaid Insight, which is a business in Oliven that sells prepaid meters, electricity. Kahle, they sell a lot of services, yeah, well. For us to understand what they do, asam soba qelaza ngembuzo. So, Ma, how are you?
I'm very fine, thanks for asking. And how are you?
I'm great. So now that you're here, saw your business, beautiful business, by the way.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself, because I know you, but introduce yourself and what you do.
Okay. My name is Edna Simelo, and the name of my business, actually I'm not the only one in the business. I'm in partnership with my husband.
Yeah.
Silo. My name is Edna Simelo, so it's Silo Simelo, husband slash business partner. So in our business, we sell prepaid electricity, prepaid features, so vases and meters, and amongst other things, it's also an internet cafe.
So it's all in one.
All in one.
So what inspired you to start your business?
Okay, it was my husband's work that inspired us to start the business.
Yeah.
He was an agent for Savaya Telecoms.
Yeah.
So in that company, he was supposed to sign on new clients. So by signing on these new clients, his paying or his remuneration, he was remunerated by being given R5 per client.
Oh.
And that R5 was credited on the app of that business.
Yeah.
So in order for him to get the money, he was supposed to sell. So he was supposed to sell airtime and electricity and whatever features that were like available on the app. So while he was busy recruiting, now I was selling because I wanted the money.
Of course you did.
Yes. Yeah, so that's how he got his pay.
Yeah.
In order for him to get the cash, he needed to sell what was on the app.
Yeah.
That's
so
how
then
it started.
That inspired you guys starting this, or that's kind of like it's a partnership of some sort?
I don't know what to say, because it's not like we sat down and said, let's have a business, we were actually looking for jobs. So that in itself was a job. So for me, it was just something that it was like an extended hand to say, when he comes back, he gets his money in cash. And then while he signs on these people, now I'm busy selling the money. I'm busy selling so that when he comes home, he gets the money. And eventually, we realized that, you know what, we can actually turn this into a business.
So the job inspired the actual business.
Exactly.
And that's actually very smart, because you guys were already doing the thing, and then you just thought it was okay, no, let's do it our way and let all the money come to us.
Not really, because on the app he wasn't getting any commission. So we were just selling so we can get the money.
Okay.
Again, it's your pay. You worked, you got whatever agents or customers they said they want. I think per day it was 10, or per month 60. And then his first actual salary that I can remember was 300 rand from the app. So on the app, now I took their board, Savaya Telecom's board, put it outside, and I said, airtime sold here.
Clean.
Just like that. So customer comes in, no markups, by the way. Just straight, it's R5. Till today we still do that. So there's no markups.
I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Nice.
Then
so I want you to go deeper into what you guys actually do here, because your business is actually unusual for me. Me personally, I don't know. I've never seen anybody do this elokishin, in my perspective. They have, but I haven't seen it. So it's actually interesting. I'm asking this because I'm genuinely interested into what do you guys actually do? You sell prepaid meters? What are other services? And also, who helps you guys with the meters? Do you guys have a contract somewhere, and then the people give you? How does that actually work?
Okay. We are in partnerships with different companies for different service production. So for your airtimes and your electricity, for airtimes, actually, let me start there with VAS. We are in partnership with Kazang and A2Pay. As you've seen, when you enter the shop, there's yes, they branded our shop because we are one of the top resellers for the company. So A2Pay we've been working with for quite a while. Kazang just came to the, I think 2-3 months, not that long. But with A2Pay we've been with them for very long. And then City of Tshwane's electricity, we use cell power. And then it's also a program that's in the City of Tshwane. It's a program that was in the City of Tshwane for a street vendor. I get. So you really do get paid for selling electricity for the City of Tshwane. It's like the same as going to community center and buying electricity. We have that here. So we are selling electricity for City of Tshwane, with City of Tshwane. So there's no middleman.
I get it.
And then there's prepaid meters. Prepaid meters.
Couple of companies.
Yes. This one, it's I said because A2Pay, we've been with them for quite some time. I'm not sure about the years, maybe 7, 8. And then Cell Power, we've been with them for 13 years. And then Ideal Prepaid, we've been with them for 7 years. Yes. So with Ideal Prepaid, because we were already vending electricity and we wanted to get into the electricity business now and like really be in it.
All the money,
not the money, offer all the services,
all the services
that are connected to electricity, especially electricity.
So for airtime, I can come here and actually buy airtime from you. Electricity, same vibe. How are you doing it for our prepaid meters?
Okay, with the prepaid meters, we get them from Ideal Prepaid. That's our supplier. So we go to Ideal Prepaid, we buy meters. Well, this is how it starts. You first have to register as a distributor. And as a distributor, your target per month is 60 meters. So you have to be able to sell 60 meters, and there's different levels of incentives that you get with those levels of your sales. So the level number 3, you get 1 point something percent. The incentives. What incentives? And then level 2, you get 2 point some. Is it 1.5, 1.9, and then there's 3%. You meet your 60 meters per month for 3 months, consecutive months. Then you get your 3% incentives. 180 meters. But you have to keep it up. You can't go low. So you have to keep it up. So as a distributor, you go to Ideal, you say, "Can you go by distributor?" And you say, "Okay, offer distributor a form, white glass." Then you say, "Can you get meters?" Even with the prices that they give you, like the reseller, the distributor prices that they give you, it's not the same as level 3.
So it goes according to levels.
Exactly. How you stock. Stock is how you buy your 60. Maybe this meter, for instance, is 250, you'll get at 230. We'll go level 3. Level 2, you'll get at 200. Level 3, you might get at 150. Now it's good prices because they know you're working hard to sell these meters. And then of each and every meter that you sell to a client now, to
the actual client,
every time that meter recharges or buys electricity, you get incentives of 3%. For the lifetime of the meter. So I buy the meters to 60, customer comes in and says, "I want 5 meters. I register the 5 meters for that client. The client takes those meters, I install the client's high, which is his tenants. The tenants now, they start buying electricity. Whatever they're buying, I get 3%. So the sale doesn't end at me selling the meters too.
I was actually going to say that.
Yes, so it's not only me that's doing this thing with Ideal Prepaid. It's just that it's hard to get 60 clients every month. So we've been doing it for 7 years now, and we have a client base of round about, with tenants, we have more than 13,000 meters. So Hedi Senior, they come back and they obviously refer us, regular referrals. So no, I bought my meters from this, and then Oshapo, and then they come in, they buy. But sometimes we have to go out there and get the clients because we need to meet our monthly target, 60 meters. So the advantage is that once you start selling like that much, so there's months whereby maybe we've sold 300 meters. It covers us up for
the next
but we've sold so much meters that we are covered, but we still need to maintain, because you can't say I get covered, because for you to be able to maintain the incentives, you need to continue selling. So with the meters, actually it's the main business for the shop. And then now we've recently added the big printers because we wanted to do more printing works.
So do you guys know maybe people that have properties, or people, because I'm assuming what is the people that actually come to buy your meters about that wanna
we sell to landlords. So how it works is the landlord comes in, buys a meter, installs it at his property for the tenant. The tenant, by having this meter, is actually buying electricity from the landlord via this meter. This is just a digital calculator for the client to be able to calculate his monthly consumptions or his consumptions as he goes. If he buys electricity for 100 rand, he gets his units from the landlord. Now the landlord gets reimbursed whatever the client used from the main house.
I get it.
You understand me now? So this calculator gets electricity from the main, which is the city of Tshwane meter or the municipal meter. Whatever the tenant bought, month end, every new month, first of a new month, he gets remunerated or reimbursed for whatever the client has used. So it's that's the positive side of it. But if the client or the tenant are breacher, they'll be using electricity for free. So they'll be stealing from the landlord. Yes.
So I actually get it. So you guys have people installing it for you, or you just have that
we used to do installation. My husband was actually the main guy for the installations, and then he stopped because people would say, "Oh, box guy or whatever." I want to know with load shedding. That's a big challenge, because now these meters or electricity, the short that it comes back with, when it comes back after load shedding, it burns the meters. Now when over feel a 1 year guarantee, what happens? Because our meters comes with 1 year guarantee and a lifetime warranty. So statements, cashback, whatever you want, whatever you feel like, okay, I bought electricity for 1,000, I got 500 back, please tell me why. Now we need to go onto the system. That's mainly me. The systems, the registrations, sales system, registration, statements, it's me. Cashbacks, I do it. So how customer are really box listening, it means he has to go on site for mahala, because he gave out Uriana 1 year. Kanti, no, it's for manufacturer's fault, not there's guarantee. There's guarantee, don't worry, we'll call him. Because we still get clients, even today. You installed our meter for us, it's not working now, or it's malfunctioning. What could be the problem? Be like, well, we stopped installing 4 years ago.
I actually get what you're saying. When it becomes too much, it's like when you just deal with the landlord, and then like you say, you still get your 3% ganjalo.
As long as that box gets installed, I'm sorted. Now I'll deal with the client, because my relationship with the landlord, it's forever, for the lifetime of the meter. So tenants can come and go, but the landlord stays. So Nali and I, we are always in contact. If I agree, they budge in here. Didn't pay me well. Yes.
So in terms of e-pricing, because you've already explained this one. This might sound childish. I've had a question for a very long time, right?
Okay.
Again, elokishini knows if you ufuna airtime for like 5 rands, right? You have to pay 6 rands, right?
Okay, yes.
And I've never understood where you guys get airtime.
Okay.
Or how does that pricing, pricing your these different services and products, how do you price, especially for airtime? Because when you say elokishini and you're not charging the extra 1 rand, right?
Yes.
That is why a lot of people like coming here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
so how does that work? Because you'll be answering a question I've always had. Would say, airtime is coming up. And why certain people, like, if we want to get 10 rand, you get exactly a 10 rand. And certain places, if we want to get 10 rand, you have to like give out 11 rand. So how does that work?
Okay, with regards to extra charges and whatnot, when you get the machine, it's actually dependent on your supplier. So if your supplier is Kazang and Kazang says we don't charge deposit fees, then you might say, okay, fine, but what's my profit margin, because I want money. Now if Kazang says your profit margin is 1%, go my friend, for example, my friends want bread or charge extra 1 rand, or extra 2 rand, or whatever pricing structure but then again, if you are me, you go there and you say, I want your machine and I want to sell, but I want margin o sharp. The supplier will say, okay, we don't mind margin, but it's a mayakadi bracket. So if you sell 50,000, we'll give you 7%. If you sell 30,000, we'll give you 3%, like Bofa, 6%, 3%, whatever. And they'll also say to you, there's no deposit fees. If the company is based on no deposit fees, it's for everyone. Or if bari minimum 100 rand, because even the bank, I get sometimes it's dependent on the bank. Bank when I deposit 50 rand every 2 minutes. It's the account yakazang, it needs to function in a way or my agreement yes. So as I was saying, after you negotiate your commissions or this commission, and they will tell you your percentage, it's up to me, like pressure even more to push, not to push and then when you don't come through. Understand? So if you say 7%, I know that it's up to me to make sure that I get the 7%. That's why for me it's more better that way than me working and selling 1 million when I won't pay 3%. I won't be happy about that. Yes.
Makes sense. So as much as you have a beautiful business, by the way.
Thank you.
You have a business, elokishin. You have a business in the hood.
Oh, yes.
What are the challenges and the risks that actually comes with having a business, eganje, elokishin?
Okay, the challenges, as much as I'd like to say load shedding, the load shedding elokishin is extended, like it can take 3 days without electricity, and you now need your machines charged for you to be able to vend. But even if you charge them, I mean, your battery won't last you 3 days.
Actually.
The illegal connectivities, and then the crime, not as much, because of the way I structured my businesses. Trilo avoid are those ones that actually attract more crime than, and comes 5-6 o'clock, depending on the weather, I close the butler, then I sell from Surari. They can just stand outside, then I'll be selling from the inside. Like I've cut on the vending machines. There's more services, but for me, we've actually, with my husband, cut off high risks, including lottery. We don't do that. But what Powerball, like, I don't know, some of the things, but we don't do that because we don't want
high risk.
Yes.
You were telling me a story off camera about it's actually, it speaks to, again, the challenges that come from Ilogish. You were telling me a story about the lottery thing. Please recite it, because I don't want to feel like If like I'm lying.
Okay. So back in those days when Gidani was actually the one in charge of the lotteries, or the lottery thingy, we had machines. So I had machines at 13, extension 13, and here. That was this time. We had a robbery. 7, 8 guys came in here in this shop, and they wanted money. So we were actually from somewhere, so that we had an assistant. So my husband came into the shop, took some money out of the cash register, and went to the house. These guys saw him and thought, okay, that's the owner of the business, obviously, so let's approach, and they did that. And as they came in, they had rifles, like serious rifles, not your 9mm and your no, like serious guns. And I had just given birth to my son. My son was 7 weeks old. So
in the robbery, in the scene.
On that particular day, my son was 7 weeks old, turning 8 weeks on a Monday.
Oh my God.
So they come in. They were looking for him. So he saw them first, and then he ran to the house, because we were sitting. I don't know. It was me, my husband, Khuputo was there, my sons, and my younger brother, Benzo. So we were just chilling on the sofa. Then I hear a gun, like a cocking gun, like. I don't know what said, stand up and check. But as I opened the door, the guy was facing the door, to say, don't move. And then I slowly closed the door, and I'm like, Miskat, there's a robbery. He heard me, like, he pushed fridges and whatever towards the door. They got into the shop. Oh, there was a guy, his name was Tepo. They hit him with the gun, they searched the cash register, there's no money. Now they need to come inside the house. As they were pushing, Liana, he's pushing. They are pushing. Then eventually he shot one shot inside the house. And then they opened the door, we let go. He left, like, back door out. I didn't see him. My son was sleeping on the sofa. They got in. Where is he? We are here, like that. Where is he? Where is who? I didn't see him. Everything is a mess inside the house. They are searching, they're looking for him. Come to find out, they're looking for the jackpot. They were like, Powerball, I think it was 25 million. I can remember that as if it was yesterday. And they were like, Refechaleke. And I'm like, oh my, like different languages. Now you can tell it's foreigners, it's South Africans, Zimbabweans. One of the mixed changes. Yes, it's Mali. I do not have money. Come to find out about another Powerball jackpot, and you are like, really?
Laughing at the ignorance, they genuinely believe you would see.
At 25 million
you have
inside this RDP. Inside a one-room shop, Nomonati Street. You have 25 million that Gidani just decided, or no. Mara 100 shops in South Africa. Every time 25 million just in case someone wins.
Man, that's
so
actually,
it's like, they are very ignorant.
For sure.
It was not a nice thing. It was not a nice experience at all.
I'm sure it was terrifying, but also again, the reason why I wanted you to share that story, because I don't believe let's say another business like this in another place would go through the same thing. The dynamics are different.
Yes. That's
why I also wanted to highlight, because again, I like highlighting entrepreneurs, but we can't also be pushing out a fake narrative. It's going to be easy.
It's never easy. It's never easy. Besides some robberies, there's always a challenge. Or how do I attract the next customer? How do I make customers come to me? And finding a service to deliver, it's not easy.
So this essentially is a family business, because you own this with your co-founder, owner, your husband.
Big boss.
Yes.
Yes, I own it with
So
my husband.
how does that dynamic work? Because again, it's family and it's business mixed together.
It's both, Lala.
How does that dynamic
You are a
work?
woman, you know, narnaloba emotional. Well, my husband, professional wakon. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to lie. Like,
Yeah.
I can't be talking to customers, pretending, because I'm a very bubbly person. My personality is out there.
Yeah.
So I am unable to deliver if something, like there's an underlying something, no.
Yeah.
Wabo. So I want my vibes to be positive.
Yeah.
So if it's outgrana, it's irritating.
It becomes a vibe.
It becomes a lot for me to bear. Plus, I'm a crier, so it's not happening.
Yeah. But it's also a beautiful thing if you think about it, because you guys are building an empire like together, which is not.
Fortunate for me,
Yeah.
he's not an emotional person. He's very focused actually. So he's the one to say, "Skaro, come this side because we still need money. As much as can we please put a pause on that and then focus on what's more important for now."
Yeah, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yes, because we do
more they understand they're more law based.
Bona, they are mission driven. Right now we are emotionally driven. Now driver emotion. If you're left, we were left.
I actually get it there.
Yeah.
So before we close the interview off,
okay.
Now you're a person besides the business. What are your future plans, Jay, as a person also for the business? Okay, now we're here. What do you want more? What's the future plans for you? Do you want to grow your business? Do you want to grow as a person? You want to add other sources of income on a personal level, like your own personal future plans? Yeah.
Yes, okay. We are actually always one step ahead.
Yeah.
Though people usually see the end product, only the back end of what's going on. You just see the business and like, Edna is selling electricity, and it's not only that. So we also do forex.
Yeah.
We've been trading forex for 5 years now, 5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the timing, but yeah, we've been doing that for quite some time. Actually, that's our way out.
So you're balancing pockets or like
We've always, actually in our business, in our lives, we started the sky airtime again and say selling airtime, added electricity, added internet cafe, added meters, added forex.
Yeah.
So until one comes through and says, now this is it, then we'll be good. So we are always like we are always trying to find, we are always searching for our next best feed. Yeah.
Okay. So again, give us, before we close it off, Rose, give us a word of advice, because again, you guys are black people, elokishin, creating something that I personally haven't seen. Like give a person that might look at this and be like, actually I want to be like, oh my, and actually start my own thing. What would you tell a person that's not even seeing this thing as something that's real enough for them, which I can attain this? What word of advice would you give a person like that?
Word of advice from me would be that it's never easy. There's always challenges. And another important thing that people don't think about that much is that shortcuts are always available. Yeah? You meet those people by the shortcuts, but they're not worth it. Rather you take the long way around, figuring out who you are. Because if I give you R1,000,000 right now, usabona 10,000. Trust me. It's either it's gonna kill you or cripple you, but it's not gonna be good for you. So rather be patient and take the long way around. Maybe around you, around yourself. I feel like that makes sense to me. Or imagine if with finance, if we're still making the mistakes that we're making after running businesses for so long. If $1 million gave impetile 10 years ago, where would I be?
It could potentially kill you.
I'm sure I would have died. But now, speaking and like from where I am and where I'm sitting, it's 5 million and you wouldn't see it. Well, you will see it, but it wouldn't move me as much as it would have had the capacity and the power to move me 10 years ago. I have 3 boys now. And those boys, they are my daily drive of where I want to be. I cannot imagine my life as a loser of a mother to boys. Because now they are seeing me model what it's like to be a partner. And they are potentially looking for someone that would be like me as their future wives or partners. You understand? So imagine ki modela wanyana wadi shortcuts.
Actually.
Wanyana wadi easy come. It won't work. So it's sometimes frustrating to do the right thing, but it's worth it at the end of the day.
Oh man, we couldn't have closed it any better. Thank you so much for your time.
It's my pleasure.
I really did enjoy
the
interview. Enjoyed the entire time actually.
Me too.
Yeah, so thank you very much guys. This interview is fire. You guys have to like, subscribe, absolutely comment so that we can drive the algorithm. And then, man, across all social media platforms, we are at Proverbs of Prophets. We'll catch you next time.
That they were supposed to be. Oh. Everything went off. Okay.
It is 7:4. Relax.
Get like turn up. Okay.
Relax.
Can we take?
Okay, let me start the question again.